لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم تر أن الله يسجد له من في السماوات ومن في الأرض والشمس والقمر والنجوم والجبال والشجر والدواب وكثير من الناس وكثير حق عليه العذاب ومن يهن الله فما له من مكرم إن الله يفعل ما يشاء. هذان خصمان اختصموا في ربهم فالذين كفروا قطعت لهم ثياب من نار يصب من فوق رؤوسهم الحميم يصهر به ما في بطونهم والجلود ولهم مقامع من حديد كلما أرادوا أن يخرجوا منها من غم أعيدوا فيها وذوقوا عذاب الحريق. إن الله يدخل الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار يحلون فيها من أساور من ذهب ولؤلؤا ولباسهم فيها حرير وهدوا إلى الطيب من القول وهدوا إلى صراط الحميد. صدق الله العظيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. أما بعد. In verse 18 of Surah Hajj, Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says, do you not see that verily whatever is in the skies and whatever is in the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars, the mountains, the trees and all the creatures, they make sajda for Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. And many people also make sajda for Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. And there are many other people upon whom the azab of Allah, the punishment of Allah is established. Whosoever Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala humiliates, disgrace, takes away the respect of that person, then there wouldn't be any person that will honor the person and make ikram of that person. Verily, Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala does whatever Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala wishes. In this verse, Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala speaks about how every creation of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala submits to Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala and expresses its slavery and servitude to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. When a person goes for Hajj, he also expresses his servitude to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala he makes the ibadat of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. He dons the ihram and he says, Labbayk Allahumma Labbayk. He makes tawaf around the Baytullah Sharif. He goes to Mina, he goes to Arafat, he goes to Muzdalifah. He makes tilawat of the Quran Kareem. He makes a lot of zikr. And his heart and mind and soul is all attached to Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. So whilst he is making the ibadat of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, he should think that Allah tabarak wa ta'ala deserves all that ibadat. It is the haqq and the right of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala that he be worshipped. And not that only he is worshipping Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Every other creation of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala worships Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. And he is just one of them who's also worshipping Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. And especially when a person is in Hajj and he reads the talbiyah, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, when the person reads the talbiyah, Labbayk Allahumma Labbayk, whatever creation is on his right hears the Labbayk and also recites the Labbayk. Whether they are animate objects or inanimate objects, right to the right of the world, furthest corner of the world, every creation recites the talbiyah and Labbayk. When the person says Labbayk Allahumma Labbayk, then every creation on his left to the furthest part of the world also recites the talbiyah and expresses servitude to Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. When a person performs Hajj, he may just think that he has done a lot of ibadat for Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. He has made enough tawafs, he has made a lot of tilawat, he has performed the salat in Masjidul Haram. For each salat the reward is 100,000 rewards, so equivalent to 100,000 salat. Masjid al-Nabawi equivalent to 50,000 salat. And so much of ibadat he must have made. So he may just think that he has done a lot of ibadat for Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Whilst he may think that, he should also think that any amount of ibadat you have made, right till the end of my life, every minute, every second, if I have to engage myself in the ibadah of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, then too I cannot fulfill the haqq of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. He should also think to himself that Allah tabarak wa ta'ala is not in need of his ibadat. He is in need of worshipping Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. If he doesn't worship Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, there are many creations of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala that worships Allah tabarak wa ta'ala and expresses their servitude to Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Mankind, animate objects, inanimate objects, everything subjugates to Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Further, in verse 19, Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala speaks about two groups of people, the believers and the disbelievers. They both of them will stand as disputants before the court of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. And Almighty Allah tabarak wa ta'ala will judge between them. That who is on haqq, who is on right, who has the correct and the proper belief, and who are those that have the wrong and deviated belief. So Allah tabarak wa ta'ala speaks about them. هَذَانِ خَصْمَانِ اخْتَصَمُوا فِي رَبِّهِمْ. These two disputants, they dispute regarding their Rabb. فَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا قُطِّعَتْ لَهُمْ ثِيَابٌ مِّن نَّارٍ يُصَبُّ مِنْ فَوْقِ رُؤُوسِهِمُ الْحَمِيمِ. Those people who disbelieve, they make kufr, they do not believe in the existence of Allah, or they believe in the existence of Allah but they make kufr and shirk with Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. For them, a clothing or a garment of the fire of hell will be cut for them, and boiling hot water will be poured above their heads, and they will be punished in this way because of the kufr and because of the disbelief. يُسْهَرُ بِهِ مَا فِي بُطُونِهِمْ وَالْجُلُودِ. And whatever is in their stomachs, their intestines and their skins, they will melt because of the boiling water. وَلَهُمْ مَقَامِعُ مِنْ حَدِيدٍ. And for them will be punishment of a hammer that is made from iron and from steel. كُلَّمَا أَرَادُوا أَن يَخْرُجُوا مِنْهَا مِنْ غَمٍّ أُعِيدُوا فِيهَا. The inmates of the fire of hell, because of the grief, the depression, they will be in hell. every time they would want to come out from the fire of hell, they would be made to send back into the fire of hell. وَذُوقُوا عَذَابَ الْحَرِيقِ. And it will be told to them that taste the burning punishment of the fire of hell. May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala save us from this. When a person performs Hajj, his focus is always the Akhirat. His focus is that how he should die in the state of Iman, and how he could be saved from the fire of Jahannam. Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala in these few verses speak about the fire of Jahannam and how the person will be punished in the fire of Jahannam. It is mentioned in the hadith, عن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ناركم جزء من 70 جزءا من نار جهنم. The fire of this world, it is only 1/70th of the fire of hell. The fire of hell is 70 times more intense than the fire of this world. We see the devastating effect of the fire of this world. Imagine what will happen in the Akhirat. Imagine what will happen in Jahannam. May Allah save us and protect us from that. It is mentioned in another hadith, عن ابن مسعود رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يؤتى بجهنم يومئذ لها 70,000 ذمام مع كل ذمام 70,000 ذمام 70,000 ملك يجرونها. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu ta'ala says that on the day of Qiyamah, the fire of hell will be brought, and it will have 70,000 reins, 70,000 chains, and the fire of Jahannam will be so furious, it will be full of anger, it just wants to burst. And with every reign, Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala will appoint 70,000 angels that will control that one reign of the fire of Jahannam. In one hadith, عن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أوقد على النار 1000 سنة حتى احمرت ثم أوقد عليها 1000 سنة حتى يبيضت ثم أوقد عليها 1000 سنة حتى اسودت فهي الآن سوداء مسلمة. Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala says that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says that the fire of Jahannam, it has been burnt for 1,000 years. 1,000 years of the years of the Akhirat. Until the fire of Jahannam was red. It became red. And then Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala made the fire of Jahannam burn for another 1,000 years until it became white. And then Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala made the fire of Jahannam burn for another 1,000 years until it became pitch black. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned, now the fire of hell is completely black and completely dark. It is mentioned in one hadith, عن النعمان بن بشير رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أنذرتكم النار. Nu'man ibn Bashir radiallahu ta'ala says that once Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told to the Sahaba, warned them, cautioned them, and told to them, I warn you of the fire of Jahannam, I warn you of the fire of Jahannam. Repeatedly Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was saying this, and he was saying it with so much of pain and so much of concern that if the person was in the bazaar, with what pitched voice Nabi sallallahu was talking, warning the people, a person in the bazaar would also be able to hear the statement of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So Almighty Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala speaks about the fire of Jahannam. When a Haji goes for Hajj, then when he dons the ihram, it's like him wearing two kafans, and he's got death in front of him, he's got the journey of death in front of him, what's going to happen in the qabr, what's going to happen on the day of Qiyamah, how he's going to stand before Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, and what would happen if he goes in the fire of hell. And a Haji makes all the dua that, oh Allah, grant me entrance into Jannat and paradise and save me from the fire of hell. We make dua, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala grant all of us Jannatul Firdaus and save and protect us from the fire of Jahannam. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.